This isn't going to last very long. I'm running out of memory. But the water's not even as cold right here where they meet. This is where the Columbia meets with this little slough that runs up there to the very Masonic looking and triple storied, gigantic green roofed waterworks building. Waterworks. So out here, earth grounding at Portco Park. Hey, check it out. Jesus was carrying me. Wow, I didn't even realize it. But there's proof positive. Oh, wait, that was me. I wonder if Jesus was secretly saying when he said, all these things I do, you will do this and more. If you had the faith of a mustard seed, you could move a mountain and all that stuff. I wonder if what he meant was that, that we could really do the things he did if we had faith and believed in those kind of things, which nobody does, not even people in the church. They say they do, but they don't. It's cuckoo, cuckoo. See, I don't go to churches because they're filled with sinners. Who wants to associate with those kind of people? Enough moisture to make the air semi-breathable, but the Kim layer is settling in. Let's see. Zoom. Yeah, that's the place. Hmm. There's Mount Hood in the distance. Flock of ducks. A flock of ducks. Flock of ducks. It sounds like some scientific principle. You have to take into account the flock of ducks principle, which states that something, 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 something. I'm Neil deGrasse Tyson, and I approve this message. Neil deGrasse Tyson. Oh, man. Oh, shit. It's fucking cold. It's fucking cold. It's fucking cold. Oh, it's cold. It's cold outside. But baby, it's cold outside. Ooh, that was chilly. All right, back through the ancient ruins of the castle that used to stand at the edge of the Columbia here. Oh yeah, there was an ancient castle here. And see, there was a battle between Inky and Enlil, and in the ensuing wreckage that destroyed most of mankind, they also destroyed the castle. This is all that's left of it. Yeah, sure. Look it up on YouTube. It's a fact. Ow! This jet, wherever it may be, is making my ears ring. It just hit me like with an extra tone right in my right ear. Week! Not nearly as bad as it would have used to, thanks to potassium iodide taken internally twice a day. Okay, I hear the jet, but it does not appear to have taken off from anywhere. Oh, wait, there it is. Okay, it took me a minute. I spotted it. That's the normal runway. I've taken off on that runway every time I've ever flown out of PDX. And yeah, the other runway goes like way back behind the airport where there's not a passenger terminal. There's a lot of planes now. They could just be taxiing back there before they take off. I mean, yeah. Maybe some of them are cargo planes. Not most of them. They pretty much all look like passenger planes, except for the obvious FedEx or something of that nature. There's a lot of jets that have really strange foreign names too. Weird color schemes. Never seen or heard of. But they're there. Must be lots of people from Kazakhstan, flying to PDX now to come check out the beautiful Columbia River Gorge. Because they're certainly not here checking out the remains of this once noble castle that stood on the shore of the River Columbia, named after the goddess Columbia, who everybody should worship and hail, like the District of Columbia, where our nation's capital is, in Washington, District of Columbia, just like we're in Washington State right here with our Columbia River, and our capital is Olympia. Olympia, Columbia. I see a connection. I always thought something was strange about living in Vancouver. Vancouver's got to mean something horrible. I'm going to have to research the name, the Vancouver name, or Captain Vancouver, whoever's it was. Because, Lewis and Clark came here, they killed all the Indians. And then, there wasn't that many Indians there, really. Yeah, right. The most fertile valley in the freaking world, arguably, goes from basically Olympia to Eugene, Oregon. Olympia, Washington to Eugene, Oregon. It's a couple 100 miles, and it's excessively wide in a lot of places. And it's the best growing places in the world. It's a wonderful place. Except for the government and the chemtrails and the microwave frequencies, it would be a wonderful place to live. They've ruined it. But I digress. Goddesses. Columbia. Weird, huh? A lot of people think CBS stands for Central Broadcasting System, but it's Columbia Broadcasting System. And broadcasting, you cast a spell. That's to cast out. You cast your line fishing, right? So casting is to project something outward. Broad means in a wide array, so as not to necessarily target one person, a lot of people. Everybody's, let's say. Broadcasting. Columbia, that's the goddess. So the name CBS is the goddess Columbia is casting a broad spell on you. Isn't that cool? Yay for freedom. I think I hear her flying over now. Well, okay, I still got time. I thought this would have ended already. I guess there's a 10-minute time limit on the recording set. That's alright. Back up the same trail I just came down. I've been down here walking in the sand barefoot for at least a good 30-40 minutes now. And my feet are pretty much numb. But they're not completely numb. There's a little bit. Well, they're fairly numb, but not totally numb. They're not hurting as bad as it seems like they should. What is hurting are my fingertips. Because the airplane's coming. The one that makes my fingers get all fucking discolored and frozen, like the circulation is poor. Oh, it looks like a circulation problem. However, it comes on suddenly and under only certain conditions. Like the hydrogels concept with the Morgellons, how it takes a certain pH balance to set off this Morgellons response. It could take a certain radio wave presence to set off the response. It could be as simple as the Morgellons triggered by the radio wave that's making my ears ring, since they're intrinsically tied. And it's a fiber growing all through your body, under your skin, over your veins, and everything really, in your bones and your glands, but over your veins. And that frequency constricts it like it's a little muscle. And it chokes off the circulation, and then it looks like you got a circulation problem. You got some cardiovascular problems, poor circulation, right? A heart thing, a stroke, or whatever, right? Oh, Chemtrails feeding Morgellons fungus grows through your body, takes it over, can be communicated with via 5G frequencies, and it can be stimulated to contract and heat up, and squeeze or relax, and put electrical charges into different places in your body, depending on what the frequency is of the beam they hit you with. That's why the planes fly over continuously at low elevation day and night. Wow. I think I got that out in one coherent freaking thought. From some airplanes. Little bugs. Ears are ringing like wee. They weren't when I started this video. It kind of just came on. And now they are. Perfectly normal. Perfectly normal. It's a big rock to just get dropped there. Of course, the remains of the castle down there. So, all right. I'm almost back to civilization. Freeform jazz. Skilly dilly, wah, 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 wah.